Okay, so now I am going to wash this hair. I'm going to use this contour shampoo. I'm going to use this deep conditioner shampoo. And to top it off with this deep condition treatment, I'm going to use this onion deep treatments that I made just so it helps with the detangling process a lot better. Now I'm going to go in and how can I forget my white tooth comb? So I'm going to use this too. This is crucial. And I'm going to go in and get this ear wet. Okay. Oh my god, let me just put this bag right here and then I start doing my thing here. Okay, so the water is feeling much good today. As I rinse, you can literally see the residue from the gel going right down in the sink. Yeah, and now I'm going to shampoo my hair. I'm going to use a generous amount of this shampoo in my hair. But for the first wash, I'm just gonna use just a little bit. So I stretch my hair out just to make sure that even the very end gets some shampoo rinsed out and washed. I'm gonna do the second wash, shampoo wash. This shampoo smells so good. I love the scent. It has like a tangy citrus scent to it, along with like a scent at the tip of shea butter and coconut oil. That's the scent that I'm getting from it. So the second wash, the lather is a lot more. Some front. Scrub. So my fingernail just feel like it's split. And I have to literally like tear it off, because what it does, it sometimes itching here until the ear strong. So yes, I have to ensure that I remove that split off in here so I can continue. So this feels good, feels clean. With just 2 shampoo wash, it really does make a difference. I don't need to go in with the third one. because with this I can just rinse and just apply my conditioner and deep treat. So I'm gonna rinse this out now. You just really know about a few areas that I may miss. And now I'm gonna rinse. Going with the conditioner. My hair clean up, clean and then this is how it's looking. Remove some like so. Here. So this is how it's looking. Just giving you guys a close-up view with this conditioner in it. Here is our bouncy, nice, clean, bouncy. Alright, so I'm gonna go in again with this much. Sure the roots gets it, not just the ends. So you keep ensure that your finger glide in so it give every section, every strands some of this conditioner, so it helps to detangle a lot better and easier. So wherever the fingers stick, that's where you know you need to put more conditioner in, because that area is dry. But so far on this section, my finger doesn't stick, so that means I can move on to the next section and rub generously in. Alright, so when I put my finger here, it sticks. So what I'm gonna do is just apply just this much on the area that it's sticked. My finger can't pass, and I just use it to help loosen it a bit, like so, and then I rub in. Now my finger can go in a lot better. So this, what this does, it helps to break the major knots that the comb itself won't really get. So as part of my detangle process, I use my finger and finger detangle. That's the first detangle that I do before I apply the comb, because I have to ensure that every strand having the conditioner. So that is done, and now I'm going to put in my deep treat, my special onion deep treat. So that do, I like cup some in my hand and just rub it in. By me just doing this, I'm literally feeling the knots. It's like the knots are coming out much better. See? And I haven't used the comb as yet, which is good. It's a good sign. Now I'm gonna just twist this up. And then I'm going to use my finger, part of another section. Apply this rinse to my hand. Rub it in. Do this section. So put it in sections of 3 on this side, 3 on this side, so it is 6. And the next process, next step, I'm gonna take it into the bathroom to do, which is to comb out. And through the finger detangle process, this is the amount of hair that came out. Let me show you guys. This is the amount here. Here. And now I'm gonna go into the restroom and take my onion rinse there, because that's where the groundwork take place as it relates to do the comb detangle. So let's go into the restroom. Hold on guys, let me just put this. These things that I need, especially this. Okay. Let's adjust my stand. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this section. This here. And start coming up from the ends. The ends feels very soft so far, which is good. That's a yes. Ends, like pretty much half of this is finished combed out. And the part here, this is the part, so the problem. So I'm gonna put some of this on the roots, like actually rub it in, rub it, and not just rub it, just massage it in, just to loosen. What this does, it opens the circulation, allows it to circulate, and look at the sheen. And it also helps with the sheen of your hair. So I'm going to comb out the root now. Put this inside. So this section is pretty much done. There. So the section that is, I just use my fingernail and just slide it off. That way it doesn't take the rest of the hair that is not loosed or dead to go with it. So yes, that helps to take out the unnecessary shed. And then I'm gonna braid this piece that is all detangled. I'm gonna braid it up. My hair feels so soft, like really soft, and not only that, it's like it's hydrated, fully hydrated, fully, and it's not dripping. It's not dripping, but feeling it hydrated. Look at this. Alright, so I'm going to go in this section. But what I'm gonna do is part this section into two. That way it's more easier for me to work with. So I use my fingers and I part it into two. I want to get it as even as possible with my fingers. Okay, this could work. And then put that one side, stay over here, stretch this out of it, cut from the ends all the way up. This section is pretty much finished already. Can you imagine? This part is finished, combed out. Wow, amazing. That's amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna plait this section too, put it in 3 parts and just start braiding. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Let's put a little tip of this onion rings right in, massage it right here. Massage it just to loosen the knot a bit. Moving with the comb. starting from the ends, making my way up to the root. This section is finished. Braid this up. Right, now move on to the last part of the section. Break this down. Put this up. Just to get it out of the way, so when I start combing out, the braids are not unraveled. So just to secure it so it doesn't get interrupted with this section of my hair. And then I'm gonna put this section into two. And then I'm gonna put this right here, like so. Then pour my hands in, apply a little bit of the onion rinse again on this one too, the root, because that's where the knots, the major, that this here, as much as I do the finger, the tangle, there's still a few knots right here, but the ends are pretty much detangled, so it makes the process a lot easier to do each sections. So when the comb feels like it's itching, what I do, I go below the knot. The area that it's itch, I go below it. So that way it makes it much easier to get that area that is not being combed out. See? So I'm pretty much here now. On this part, I'm at the root, the comb keep sticking here. So what I do, I just gently comb out like this, Gentle comb out. Don't force it. Just to free it up a bit. Just gently comb it out. This part keep going in the way. Alright, so it helps loosen it. See, so it do not move from here. No, it's here, and then you pretty much go below the area that it's not, and then you take your time, just run through the area that is already combed out, and so that every section is combed out. Okay. So same thing here. You just use a comb and you comb it right out like this. See? And then you take your time here. What a relief. Alright, so these are the knots that finally get out of the hair. So the hair is a lot freer now. Right here. Okay. So now I'm just ready to braid this part too. Ready to braid this part too. So I'm gonna braid it up. Okay, that is done. Now I'm gonna do this part. Rub it in. Rub it in. Right, so there's a knot here, little knot, not a big one. Alright, so I have to do a little more finger detangle right here. And now it's time to do the comb out. this section wasn't bad at all. I mean, I didn't have to stop. I didn't have, this section was where it just went in wide freely. Wow. I take my time coming up the ends of the hair because this part is the oldest part of my hair, so it's more delicate as far to the body of the hair, the middle section, and the root of the hair. So you have to be very gentle when you're doing combing out, detangling your ear ends. So now I'm going to braid this part. Wow. I feel like I accomplished something here today. As far to just spending the entire day trying to detangle my hair, this process saved me a lot of hours just to be in my ear trying to figure out what to do with it as it relates to wash days. Okay, so this section is finished, and now I have this section to do. So let me just put this part up into one. That's done, and now tuck this in, and then I move on to this section. So yeah. Put in onion rinse again. Especially these areas. These areas is also important. Make sure that these areas are moisturized, are hydrated. Now I'm gonna grab the comb. Okay, so I finished this part already. And on this section to do, twist up the ends. Alright, so I put this right here. Mhm. Some more of this. Okay, so this section is done. Wow. This is really good. Here, move this out of the way so I can focus on here. Body section into two. Like so. This is better. This here. Now comb out the hair. Next section is come out already. What? 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 Okay. I see you. See what you're working with. Alright, so this section is come out. I'm gonna braid it up. Twist it up. Alright, last last section. Yay! The last section. Okay, I put a little more of this on it here. Okay. Okay, so I am at the final of the comb detangle, and this is what it's looking like. Okay, I'm all done. I'm all done. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this up to one. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys And this is pretty much it. It's all detangled, clean, just need to rinse, style, or dry and style, and that's that. And this is the amount that came out when I did the comb out process. This, I mean, for 2 months or 2.5 months not washing my hair, this isn't bad. You know, this is good. Not applying any comb or anything like that. Yeah, this is good enough. This is healthy amount of hair. And just to add it with the amount that came out with the finger, obviously the finger detangle method will be less hair coming out, but one thing important is that you have to use the comb out detangle too. But then that's gonna be there, it's gonna build up, and what next? Okay, and then you have like some deep treatment that will allow the knot to be melt out or something, maybe. Anyways, if you're doing this the natural way, this is normal. And I'm gonna rinse my hair out, and this is the washed detreat section of this video. The rinse out, I'm pretty much gonna just rinse out my hair, and then I'm gonna take you guys to the blowout process. That's the when and how I put my hair, what I put in just to do the blowout process. And this is the end of this section of this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and see you on the next one. Bye.